Tawu Tot for joining, which means thank you. Rahu about everyone. Welcome in. I do such divine love to everyone present. Oh shit! It wants to come out. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, guys. We have 4 Pentacles. What's that? Material success, Lord of earthly power. So, as you see here, you have this flower with all these different wings, and looks like the almost looks like the Melchizedek, kind of the Star of David, or which is also an alchemy symbol, if you know about that. Um, it's kind of like a sign of purity of matter, of substance, like kind of like mind over matter, or like form over spirit, but kind of the balance of both. And you have these flowers, so you are in bloom. You have this hand grabbing it from the bottom, but the hand is grabbing the thorns. So this is like something that you're like bleeding for. This is like something that you have put tears, sweat, pain, blood into, and you are starting to see the payoff for this. Whether this be your business, this is for the people who have not given up. A lot of you guys, you're at that point where you're like, damn, like it's just not working, or you know. And I'm gonna just be honest, those are old timelines, and you do have someone around you who is like, their job is basically to monitor you into like sink you into old timelines. It's like as soon as they see you smiling, or you know, you're happy, your skin is glowing, you're doing good, this person comes around like, hey, do you remember such and such in high school when you got your ass beat? And it's like, dude, why are you bringing that up? Like, that was such a bad memory. It was so long ago. No one cares anymore. Like, what? That's your sign. That person. Now, I'm not saying people who talk about high school are targeting you. Just there is someone around you who literally, anytime you are vibrating high, this person is like, yep, now's my time. Yeah, they are literally going to come fuck with you. Like, I guarantee right now, if you meditate, raise your vibration a little bit, this person will either text you, call you when you're in the middle of it, like disturbing your peace, or they're going to come to you on the physical and just talk a bunch of bullshit that doesn't matter. It's literally just to keep you trapped. So, 4 Pentacles, you got 4 of these bitches, 4 of these motherfuckers. You also have some Enochian or Hebrew script at the top. I will have to translate that later to see what it says. And we have a very interesting sigil. If anyone can decode the sigil, please comment down below. But 4 Pentacles, y'all. We also have, I haven't even looked at this card yet, 4 of Swords, Lord of Rest from Strife. So, yeah, we have 8 total. I mean, these are different cards, different suits, different meanings, but your physical, material success, and then your physical actions. So, this is giving you this. This 4 Pentacles is giving you this rest from strife. You have been in conflict, even if it hasn't been with karmics. At this point in the sun cycle, you should not be in any spiritual wars or conflicts, and if you are, that's on you. That is your fault at this point. Yeah, right. You are being given rest. If you go on vacation and you decide to argue with everyone at the buffet, everyone on the train, everyone on the plane, everyone at the restaurant, everyone at the beach, well, that's your fault. It's not them, it's you at this point, right? So this material success, oh my god, I'm sorry, that's so loud. There's a plane flying overhead. What they say, Godspeed, hope they land safe. And that is, I guess someone's moving in. 2 men in a truck, movers who care. That could be a sign for someone. Maybe you're about to move, or you are currently moving. 2 men in a truck, maybe you're going on a trip with 2 men in a truck, or maybe, you know, they say the 3 Musketeers, maybe you are in a group right now where there's really 4 of you, but you call yourself 3, or you are going on a trip in a truck. If that's significant, comment down below. Comment 4 down below. So this material success is going to give you a rest from strife. A lot of this strife is you are caught in cycles of dependency and insecurity and need, but the people that have you in these cycles, it's like, it could be a job, it could be like, oh, like you do OnlyFans, you know, you do something, you have a side hustle, whichever that be, legal or illegal, whichever, it doesn't matter. You're making your money, but the money, the tie to this money is with disagreeables and is with people that always have drama going on. So it's like, you having your own shit is going to give you a big break, which is needed. You need to get the fuck away from these people. And I already talked about that in one of the previous readings. I said you had like a month or so to, I know Ross said he would handle it, Yeah, Ross said he handled it. But if you decide to go back to these karmics, I mean, no one is going to feel bad for you. There will be no helpline. You have had every chance to move, shake, do something different, explore different avenues, try different people out, see what's out there. And if you keep going back to the same nonsense, well, You got your bed, now fucking lie in it and shut the fuck up about it. Because we're tired of hearing about it. Ra's tired of extending his hand. He rises every day without fail. I could die right now. The sun is still gonna rise tomorrow. How about you? Are you gonna rise tomorrow, or are you gonna be in the same cycle? Oh well, you know I'm trying. It's like, no, you're not. You're giving. Sorry, this is not for everyone, by the way, but for the person this is for, you're making this you're having this big tantrum like, oh, life is shitting on me. Like, you are shitting on yourself, and you want other people to clean it. You need to be a fucking adult, right? So we have 4 pentacles and 4 swords. Let's get some more shuffling here, y'all. I'm sorry if this is not up. They said pull this one out. The blasted tower, Lord of the hosts of the mighty. Someone has built too high. So it's not the problem that you're building. It's not the problem that you are using your gifts. You're not being witch hunted. You're not being targeted. Even the karmics are leaving you alone. They're like, all right, this person is actually cool. They were only targeting you because they wanted something. They were promised that they would get something for targeting you. It didn't work, so now they're going to target that motherfucker. Now they're on their ass, right? So you're getting this break. Even if you're someone who didn't complete your business, you gave up on it, you're still getting a rest from the people who have been attacking you. But this is for someone, you built too high, too tall, too fast. You did not check your support. You didn't even check your support system around you to see, hey, you know, I'm putting all this time and energy into this, but will this even, you know, is this something that people need right now? If you're like, say, in a service-based business, or, you know, you do something with crafting, maybe you need to save the things you designed and put time and effort and, you know, handicraft until a different season. Like, it's summer. Maybe people only want to buy your items in fucking winter and during Christmas or Thanksgiving. So it's not that it went to waste. You're just gonna have to learn to start over, kind of the fool's journey. Okay, they say it's not the full. Okay, you're not being asked to start over from scratch. You need to pick up your pieces, and next time you build, brother, make sure you have solid support beneath your feet. Make sure you can push your structure and it doesn't fucking fall over. Make sure you're not doing things out of desperation. It may be like, oh my God, this is such a good idea. But if you're doing it out of desperation, you're going to end up, because you're in that mindset, even if you are conscious enough, you're like, okay, this is a desperate attempt, I'm just going to do it. You need to calm your nervous system down first, meditate, ground yourself in the energy first, ground yourself, feel it. Tip I got from Z. Ground yourself in the energies you're feeling, however intense or bad or negative or it feels like an attack. Ground yourself in it, feel where it's pointing at in your body, and then work through it that way somatically with your nervous system, with your mind, with your body, with your intelligence, with your emotions and heart. Do not get out here and make a public post saying, oh, like, don't be that person who's like is airing out their own dirty laundry on fucking Twitter or Instagram when no one asked. No one even knows what's going on. You're just like venting. Like, don't embarrass yourself like that. Don't put yourself through a humiliation ritual. You can avoid it by simply just shutting up. Literally, they said just be quiet. You don't have to talk about your failures. You don't have to go on, oh, I'm sorry. Like, no, just sorry. Just own up to it. You fucked up. Try again. This time, make sure you know what you're doing. Don't do things out of desperation, because like I was saying, even if you are aware that it's a desperate attempt, the mindset and energy and just chemicals in your body that are released when you're doing that is going to end up in a shitty result. Like, you're going to have like half a product, or you're going to end up with like a really weird situation that could have been avoided if you had just done a little bit more research, a bit more planning, saved up some more money maybe, or actually like taking the steps. The divine is willing to meet us halfway, even all the way, if we are going also all the way to meet them. So you just need to reorganize, prioritize again, sit back, and it'll be all right. I know this sounds like a lot of bullshit. I'm saying there's like the person who needs to get their shit together and leave the karmics alone. We don't feel bad for you. We don't. The devil, they said don't pull that one. It's not for collectors right now. It is for the karmic. Can I put they said don't pull it. Well, someone has the devil on the head. It came out, but I'm not allowed to pull it out. Someone has the devil on them. This is probably the person who's been working against you, collective. This person may have unintentionally been something that came across your path that led you to this tower moment, but it wasn't even the devil being evil. It was literally them doing their job. Like, okay, I'm gonna go test collective today. Like, you know, they wake up, they do this every day, like a calendar. Just how people clock into work. You have people who literally the sole purpose is to hold people back so they stay here in this hell, or so they don't ascend, transcend, get to the next point, the next school, whatever. So some people, they just, how you have downloads, you have insights, you have visions, they have those too. Yours is more aligned with helping, raising collective consciousness, healing. Well, these people, they're more focused on, okay, how can I be destructive? They get downloads on how to break things apart, how to cause confusion, separation. So it's not that it's their fault. It's, they were literally just doing their job. They came and pushed the tower, like, huh, does this structure hold up? It collapsed. Well, you should have had the proper supports and materials in place so it didn't collapse on you. So don't be mad at them. Don't say, oh, it's the devil, it's the demon. No, it's you. It's your fault. We have Ace of Cups. Again, what is cups? Fucking, wait, no, pentacles. Okay. You're fucking, yeah, the fucking things that make life worth living. Yeah, so Lord of the root of the powers of water. Your emotions at this time are heavily being taken into consideration, like at your work, at your relationships. People are like coming to you and they're kind of like feeling you out. No one wants to upset you at this time. It's not that people think there's something wrong. They're to say, I don't want to make collective mad. I see them, they're happy, they're doing their thing. Let's not. They know what happens when you get pissed off. They know the karma they get when your ancestors get pissed off. They know what happens when God gets mad. These people around you really want to keep you happy. So if you see people are inviting you out, they're giving you free drinks, they're like, hey, do you need a ride? But like you have a car, they're like, I don't, you know, you're like, no, sure, I'll give you a ride. Just, you know, like, don't worry about getting, you know, people be nice to you. They want, people want to see you win. Some of it is just so they can save their own ass. A lot of it is just so they can save their own ass. And some people are doing this, so some people are doing that thing where it's like they come to you when you were in a time of need or when you're strong, and they do favors for you, so down the line they can come back to you and get something from you. That's not evil, but it is a form of manipulation, and manipulation is evil. It's, you know, it's semantics. It's not necessarily wrong, but it's like, if their heart isn't it for the right reason, if they don't actually need something from you, you should not be accepting favors from people, because they do expect something in return, and it may be a price that you're not willing to pay. So with this Ace of Cups, make sure you are grounding, make sure you're meditating, go outside daily, and I mean daily. Give thanks for everything. You have 2 arms, you have 2 legs, your eyesight, your eyes work, you still have a head of hair. I'm gonna show you guys my hair. You know, you have a head of hair. Give thanks. You woke up today, give thanks. There's food in the fridge. It may not be what you want to eat, but there's still food that you can cook. Give thanks. It rained today. Your garden's, you know, it's been dry. It's been too hot. You asked for rain and it rained. Give thanks. Fucking a bird shits on your car. Give fucking thanks. Bird poop is a sign of good luck. Give thanks for everything. Wake up daily. It doesn't have to be at the same time, or even try to do it daily if you can for at least 21 days, but just go outside. Thank your chakras for working. Thank your body. Thank your cells. Thank God. Thank Goddess. Thank your ancestors. Thank your living family and relatives. You don't have to like call them, like, hey, I love, you know, just in the ether, in spirit, inside, internally, just give thanks to everything. That will help you through this process of what you're going through now. A lot of y'all have leveled out and you're not really going through really bullshit. I mean, that's just life. There's always going to be something right going on, but a lot of you guys have gotten to the point where you have a very secure measure, which means you're not just like going through shit like, oh, like it's fucked up. Like, no, you have a hand on it. You have a good hand, a good grip on your life. It's just, you know, things can improve in certain areas. Things can always be better, you know, give or take. You can always have more money, more free time, more this or that, a different car, a new pair of shoes. But life is good right now for a lot of us. For a lot of you guys, things have leveled out. A lot of you guys are no longer homeless. Oh my, I'm so fucking proud of my brother, my Senna. Shout out to you, Z. Tawu Tat Hadusa Shug. I'm happy for you, dog. My girl Asia, you know, homie, your situation is changing. Just keep in there. Keep doing your, stay devoted to your practices. Shout out to Aurora Silks, by the way, for giving me a place to stay. And shout out to all my family. Shout out to Gypsy. Shout out to all y'all. I love all y'all. Hadusa Shug. So next year, y'all, we got the sun, Lord of the fire of the world. So we are in the sun cycle. And there's still research I have to do, but what I mean by the sun cycle is like we have been in Kali Yuga, which is the age of oppression, or the suffering wheel, the what, 250,000 years of suffering for humanity's sins. And every 250,000 years, a new ruler of, well, 4 new rulers are elected over the cosmos, 2 agreeable, 2 disagreeable, male, female. You know, the fucking Akkadian thing, like they come in twos, or even from Naruto, like how they sent the gods, or the pretender gods down in pair of the twos. Well, that's this. So the sun cycle, if the past cycle was illusion, deceit, lies, darkness, liminal spaces, crookedness, corruption, this sun cycle is the complete opposite. So are things perfect right now? Well, no, we're still on Earth, so there's still duality here. You have these, like, these like intense, amazing out-of-body experiences. You're traveling to Amentet, and you're going to the sky, and you're going to Atlantis and all these other planets and stuff, and like you might be on Mars, Venus, you might even be going out this solar system, out this galaxy, and then you come back and it's like, oh, you look on the news, 3 children shot dead, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, don't get distracted by that. That is a direct weapon. When you raise your vibration, you are being tested, not because you're raising it, but because you are choosing to get out of the current state and do differently, because you're moving against the current of the world. You are going to be tested naturally. You could call them what do people call them, what's the word for them? It'll come back to me. Diddy's one, by the way. It'll come back to me. And no, I'm not talking about the case, but yes, he is one of them. What is that word? Download, please, bro. The sun, though, I see these 2 women dancing beautifully with the 2 flowers in between them. Things are in full bloom. I mean, it's summer. Everything is bloom. Everything is green and, bright. The colors are popping. The sun is out. It rains. It dries up in 5 minutes, and it's still warm out. You are in a season of bloom, and right now, you do not need distractions. You can party. You can smoke. You can drink. You can have fun. Just, you need to stay focused on your mission at this time. It is imperative that you complete these things. You are on missions and assignments that you have not been able to complete in other lifetimes, but you have the opportunity to complete now. So it is imperative that you do this, or you will end up on another school. It may not be Earth since you are advanced, but you will end up being reincarnated in the cycle again to complete these missions. I'm not allowed to see what they are. That's between you and your people and your God. But hey, the sun. It's okay. Go deeper in the sun. What, Ra? What do you want, Ra? They said, tell him. He said, tell him about the sun. I mean, what about the sun, Ra? It's bright. Yep. I mean, I could talk about that. Am I allowed to? Yeah. All right. So, you guys know, not Jupiter. What's the other biggest planet? Saturn? No. What's the fucking... Is it? Yeah, Jupiter. Jupiter was a failed sun, and also Jupiter is the planet of mercy, limitation, and like holding back. Jupiter, if unleashed, could wipe out this entire galaxy. If the kinetic energy in it was to explode or be lit like a fuse, this entire galaxy would be gone. So some of you guys, you are like the sun, or we call you a failed sun, and it's not derogatory. It's just the initiation you had in 2016, you failed. Some of you guys. Okay, this was during the portal. What portal was this, Rob? Is that classified? Okay, I can't talk about that. But some of you guys failed a major initiation in 2016, which would have given you a new body, a solar body, and you would have had the signs. Trust me, you would know what I'm talking about. Even the ones who passed, you know what I'm talking about. 2016, that was, and everyone is always like, oh, like 2016 was such a great time. I wonder why, right? The sun was out. That's all I'm gonna say. But okay, he said shut up. That's all I get to say. We're going back to shuffling, y'all. And I will pull some Mystic Martian Oracle cards for you guys too. Come out the freaking deck. Cards come out the deck. What does collective need to know right now? We got the sun. We got the 4th wand, 4th whatever, 4th swords with the other card, the sun. What does the collective need to know right now? No. Okay. If nothing comes out, I'm just going to the Mystic Martian. They say just keep shuffling. Well, come out the fucking deck. Okay, here we go. Sorry guys for the language. I also don't give a fuck. I don't know why I'm apologizing. It's my channel. No one's gonna make me shut the fuck up on my channel. The devil, it came out, yeah. And the High Priestess. Oh, the Priestess of the Silver Star. I'm gonna start with the High Priestess first, because we already talked about the devil, already read it, but there's more for that. And the devil is the lords of the gate of matter, and that gets into like, I'll start with the High Priestess. Okay, you see her, she's sitting on this thing. She has her It looks like a Viking helmet. The Vikings are not the only people who use that helmet. I know it's Hollywood. There are different cultures. Scandinavians have that horn. I know some Scandinavians do have Viking history, or they were uh, pillaging villages too. So horns are a symbol of power, kind of status, but it is like physical dominance. Like it is a sign that you are a conqueror when you start getting horns, especially if you're an Oni. We'll talk about the marks, M marks, and M marks and shit like that later. So you are the High Priestess, and it being the priestess of the Silver Star, which is interesting because we have entered the Silver Gates for humanity, or at least humanity has entered the Silver Gates. So you don't say too much. They said we have entered the Silver Gates. Do your research, but think about what silver is. Think about the material. Think about how you feel when silver is on your body. Think of what aesthetic you see mostly aligned with silver, like dark, grunge, but also like powerful. Either if it's corrupt, wicked, or just and fair. Either way, those character archetypes you see like in silver with like crosses and bones and stuff, like think of how that feels, right? Now apply that to what you see happening in humanity, and you have to ask yourself, what does this mean to you? Like, what does this mean to me, right? How can I apply this to myself? That's all that matters, right? How can you apply this information to yourself and use it to benefit your life? If you're watching any tarot, if you're taking any medical advice, if you're doing any drugs, if you're consuming anything, whether it be information, media, food, you have to ask yourself before consuming, prior to, how does this benefit moi? How does this benefit me? If it doesn't benefit you, you're poisoning yourself. And that is a practice you can do, but it will lower your what's it called, your ascetism. Not acid, but that you're ascet, like not your prana. What the fuck is it called? Like everything has a positive and negative. Like this water has a pH balance, but this is neutral, so it would be like a positive asceti. However you say it, shout to Dr. Sebi, but also shout to Dr. Malachi York, the master teacher. That's who Dr. Sebi learned from, and he never credited him. So goodbye, Dr. Sebi. Shout to Nipsey Hussle and his family as well. Shout to Kodak Black. Shout to Wiz Khalifa. I see you getting stronger. You've been lifting weights. I think Wiz Khalifa is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the fighting world, and soon he is going through his warrior initiation all the way, and he looks badass. Shout to his son Sebastian. Shout to Amber Rose too. Beautiful. How you doing? Why am I shouting out celebrities that I do not know? Fuck it, just because. So you are sitting on this throne. You have the sun and the moon behind you. You have your horns. You have your symbol of power. People recognize you. And this is something Z pointed out that I pointed out also. You may be a high priestess in your city, but there's what, 9 billion, 8 billion people on this planet. You're not the only person who has gifts. You're not the only person who has this rank and title. You may be the best out of your group of, say, 50 or 100 people in your local community and your municipality, but if you go outside your city even, and you go to the next town over, is there someone more powerful who knows more, who has more information? And these are things you guys need to start asking yourself. Even if you are a karmic or you're in these organizations, you guys need to stop trying to do everything by yourself. You need to pool resources. Now, I'm not saying pool your resources to attack collective, because you will be shut down and have an instant tower moment. And we know your name, we know who you are, we know. Yeah, that's enough. But you guys, collective, you need to reach out to other priestesses, reach out to your other archetype, reach out to your other barons, your lords. On the physical, I don't just mean spiritually, like send them a text, write a letter, find out, are they part of a church organization, write a letter, pull your resources together so you can bring heaven on earth. You guys need to stop trying to do everything in your own power, your own strength. Yes, you have the strength, but you're only one, or some of you are many people in one, but still, your human vessel can only hold so much at a time. So if you have more than one person, and not just your best friend or the person that brought you in and was secretly hexing you but taught you the dark art, not that motherfucker, they don't know shit. You need to connect with other organizations, make your own organization, and then branch out. This is how you can build without the tower. You need to build outward, not up. Stop building also, like, y'all keep building like straight up, like to the sky. You guys saw what happened to the fucking Tower of Babel in Babylon. Stop. They don't want that to happen. It's just not written. Stop it. High Priestess. You are also carrying a sacred vessel on you. This could be your what's it called? Your I'm just at a loss for I'm sorry guys, I'm just at a loss for freaking words today. You complete your 4 steps of alchemy, then you get your fucking philosopher's stone. This could be a philosopher's stone. some of you guys know how to make them physically, but it is a spiritual process. It does not mean you're gonna get the fucking key to the city or a fucking dragon egg just because you go through alchemy. That's not how it works. But some of you guys do know how to physically capture the energy released from completing the steps of alchemy and then placing it in the object. It's not even going to be at full power because the object itself was not designed to handle that. You would have to go to a it said dwarven. You would have to find a dwarven blacksmith to craft that for you, or you can find, no, that's not worth it, never mind, but you know what I mean. So then we have the devil, you guys. So the pinnacle with the wings, this almost looks like Ma'at, which would be your heart chakra, and the devil like stirring this cauldron over it, and got these little imps and flying monkeys sitting around. Someone is like playing with your heart strings. They're like pulling on your heart heavily. You likely know this person is JHRBS. Someone goes by X. Someone changed their name from Z to X. It's not Xena. Jasmine. Jessica. Jamie. Roderick and Robert, or Robert. Havana. Huse. I don't know. Someone has like a Hawaiian name, or someone's like a Samoan or Polynesian or some shit. That should be enough hint for you. And please don't fall into that trap of like, you're like, oh, like I'm traveling. You know, if this is you, if you're traveling, or just if you have traveled, or just if you're meeting people online that are from different origins, different cultures, please don't fall into that trap of thinking like, oh, like this person is Hawaiian, this person is Venusian. They have good vibes. They have a pretty aesthetic. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that they're not disagreeable when they are. People on this planet love to play with aesthetics and pictures and makeup, but they're evil as fuck. So just because someone is from a culture that is known to be agreeable, or, you know, they're known to be more, you know, friendly, that does not mean every individual in that culture is a good person. So watch your heart. Some people need to hear that. Also, this is vampirism. This bat over the crown, that's vampirism. Someone is draining your crown and they're pulling at your heartstrings at the same time, and they're trying to get you to push it out through your root chakra or your earth star onto the physical so it manifests. So that is how this works. I've talked about this before several times. The attacks, we can say that someone can hex you, but they can't hex you. It's not real. It only becomes real when you react to it and you assign it a value. So if someone is hitting you with a bunch of zeros, again, it does 0 damage. But over time, it gets annoying. You're like, I'm tired of feeling this energy. I'm tired of feeling. When you react, when you get angry, when you say fuck them, or you attack back, especially you attack back, that's when that 0 becomes a 1, and now it is real. Now it is real. It wasn't real before. If you fuck up, now it's real. So, and it's by your own doing. And this is what we mean by stop getting into fights, stop picking fights, stop fighting back, because you're fighting yourself. And whoever's doing it is just sitting back laughing, and they're like, oh, this fucking dumbass. Like, I made them crash out and lose their job, and now they're homeless because I fucking sent a monitoring spirit, and they're cursing it out and attacking me. But some people can say that to where you attack them, you just reflect, mirror attack yourself, you know? And also, I'm going to get into more metaphysical here, spell work. So a lot of y'all, you, like, again, where to go? Where to go? Where the High Priestess, you have these gifts, but you need to go deeper inside your gifts, and you need to attune. You need to ATTUNE, attune deeper into your gifts. A lot of y'all have been using things on the surface. Some of y'all have your key already, and you are able to do things on the physical, like, yes, flame, water, whatever. A lot of y'all have not been unlocked yet. So it's like you have the gifts genuinely. You dead ass are a fucking mystical being. You are magic, if that's what the word you want to use. Not illusion, but with the CK, Matt, you are a god. You are a goddess. You are an angel. Some of you are devils, but you're still divine, you know. So some of you, you know, but some of y'all don't have your key yet. So it's like you're only accessing like a fraction of these powers, and it's kind of like they're trying to see what kind of person will you be once you're fully unlocked. You know, the stuff you're doing now is telling of who you're going to be once you actually can manifest flames. You know, if you can walk down the street and flamethrower out your hand, like, are you going to be an asshole? Are you going to, you know? And that's a whole nother conversation. Tawu Tat, Hadu Sashug, Wadu, y'all, love you. I'm actually back, you guys. I said I was going to pull some Mystic Martian Oracle cards. I did not do that, so the video is not yet over. Give me like another 5 minutes. Let me just get a quick shuffle. Andromeda, take Andromedans. Go on, shuffle. I'm shuffling the cards at this fucking no stop. Stop being mean to me, bro. You want me to shuffle, but you're messing with the stop. Sorry, guys, you're fucking with my cards. Okay, pick 3 from these. Well, I got 3, so. Is it these 3? Yes. Damn. It wasn't even the cards I thought it was. Let me see these. Oop. Shuffle it. Oh my god, you guys are annoying me. Sorry, guys. Just talking to my people on the other side. So we have Andromedans, autonomy, free will, manifestation. Some of you guys are Andromedans, and for some of you, this is just like traits that you have that correlate with the Andromedans. Some of you will be coming into contact with Andromedans. Some of you are having an Andromedan starseed awakening. Also, this is Metatron's cube there, and that is the Star of David, which, you know, we talked about that earlier. Actually, no, that is not the Star of David. I am mistaken. This is Metatron's cube, and this one, that's not the Vesca Pisces, is it? No, that can't be. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, that's not the Vesca Pisces, but basically, look at all these different symbols, like the Flower of Life, fucking Metatron's cube, yin and yang. I'm gonna take that as the third eye right there. We got Saturn in the back with his rings. Another Flower of Life. You got Yggdrasil. So some of you guys are being called to tap into your more esoteric spiritual nature. Some of you guys have been so focused on the spiritual that you've been neglecting your gifts. And as you know, if you are a shaman, anyone who's a shaman knows this, when you neglect your gifts for too long, you start to get sick. And it's not a joke. You will deadass get fucked up if you are neglecting your gifts and abilities that your ancestors sacrificed everything for you to have. Some of them were on their last breath, dying, maybe being chased or beat, and they knew they wanted to pass their gift on to the next heir who could hold it. So you, being the one who was inherited it, when you, even if you are genuinely busy, I know you're taking care of your physical vessel, you need to survive, you need money, you got to pay rent, you got to eat, all this, you're going on dates, whatever, you're trying to live your life. Yeah, just make, you know, a little time, like at least an hour a week, literally in an entire week. If you can just dedicate 1 hour to just, you know, prayer, using your gifts, being creative, you know, it's speaking life into your ancestors, leaving offerings, cleaning your altar, stuff like that, you will notice a huge increase in your productivity and your happiness and life in general, because they are on the other side working for us, for our benefit. All they ask for is a conversation. Even if you're not able to make an altar where you live, maybe your parents or, you know, your people, whoever you live with, isn't into that, they think it's demonic, you can still keep a little like Altoid box, you know, little mints. You can put your stuff in there. You can put it in your backpack, put it in your car, or you can just do it with prayers. Leave water. No one's gonna say a cup of water is demonic. Just leave cups of water out. Leave like flowers. Put flowers on your dresser. Like, if you need to be discreet, just put water and flowers on your altar. Don't tell anyone what it's for. Just say you're decorating, right? And you know it's for your ancestors. So do that. There's no excuse why you shouldn't be taking care of your people. We have Arcturians, feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. So as you see here, this Arcturian, looks like they're talking to this human. They have a bubble up around their aura. This is like, stay away. This is protection. Wisdom keepers, concern, and feeling safe. They're also throwing up some intergalactic signs. I do not know the meaning of them. Well, this one looks like the rock on, but that's not what they're actually throwing up. It would be more like, hold on, how I do it. It'd be more like this, I guess. I don't know what that means. They said you know what it means. I mean, I'm trying to think. I just don't remember what it means, Raw. That wasn't Raw. Okay, I got you. Okay. Well, it's just not fresh and what? Anyway, feeling safe. By feeling safe, it might be by these comforts. Like maybe you have, you know, like you got your cup of coffee, you're right by the window. You can see the garden that you've planted outside your window. You've got a trusted friend, but you still need to have boundaries and discernment when dealing with any being in existence at this time. Even if you are talking to your God, still double check, verify, hey, who am I speaking with? Can you give me a name? Tell me something only this name would know about me. If they can't answer both those questions, cut them off. We have Venusians, romance, soulmates, empathy. At this time, you are in connection with your soulmate, or you are drawing them near. A lot of you guys already know who your soulmate is, and you guys have been building a team. You have been building something. Contact, like physical, might be blocked. Like you guys might not be able to go to each other on the physical, and that could be an ancestral ward or block. It could also be self-imposed, where it's like you two have both been attacked and jaded for so long that kind of in the back of your minds you don't feel like it's real, where it's like you guys are kind of like in suspension of disbelief, like wow, like I actually know this person, but there's no way I could ever be with, like, you know, it's like maybe you feel like you don't deserve it, or like they're too much for you, and like you're like, you know, stop, just stop, because you two are gonna fuck up something good that hasn't even really begun yet. Yeah, sure, texting is one thing, FaceTime every night is one thing, but like you two have, if you, especially if you haven't met your partner, your soulmate on the physical, stop putting doubt into it, because it's just, if you guys are allowed to meet with all this doubt and negativity and anxiety and insecurity you're putting into it, say you do happen to meet, it's gonna be terrible, and you're gonna want somebody else, and it's just gonna be a waste of time, and it's gonna feel like, damn, like what was all this for? So get your shit together emotionally, communicate, like reach out to them, tell them how you feel, um, tell them, you know, you're insecure about the distance and whatever, or, you know, if you do have this person in your life and you haven't met on the physical, don't let your insecurities ruin this, because this is a pure thing, this is divinely orchestrated. So if you are to destroy this, that is your doing, and there, yes, there will be karma for it, because why would you cry and ask for this and then you get it and you ruin it? You know, like, don't be an asshole to yourself, be kind to yourself. We have the flower of life, inspiration, all dreams. A lot of you guys are heavily unlocked at this time, where like you're sleeping, or you're like in that in-between state of like REM sleep, or you're not, it's like you're not quite asleep, but you're like entering REM sleep, and you're having these like fucking wicked, fucking awesome, like fucking third eye, this fucking rainbow shooting out your third eye. Your crown is like spinning in 360s and shit. You got like wings sprouting out your ankles and shit. You're just like having these, you are heavily inspired. Your sacral chakra is healthy and healed. Some of you guys have been, and I mean guys, but like fellas, some of you guys have been practicing twerking and hip work. You have healed your hips, and people are looking at you like, oh, you know, like people are confusing you for a woman a lot, especially if you are like very masculine, you are a male, you have penis. People are confusing you for a woman, and then you turn around and you're like, wait, but you look like, your body looks like, and they're like, it's just the healing, baby. You are in a healthy glow. That concludes our reading for today. They said don't go deeper, leave it at that. Yeah, guys. Oh, that was 7 minutes, so I'm a few minutes over. But I will be talking about, I will be opening my academy back open soon. That was I will be opening my academy, my school will be reopening soon. Occultism, spirituality, meditation, prayer, connecting with the divine, discovering your path, finding out who you're supposed to walk to. If you need help walking with ancestors, we'll be teaching all that stuff and more. I'm currently setting up the Discord, and I have comment academy in the comments down below, or shoot me an email at musyren33@gmail.com, musyren33@gmail.com. Hadu Sashuk Tawutat for coming in. Wadu, y'all.